fight with you?
Yeah, I was on the Tyson card one and I've got looking at 9 weeks training. 10 weeks training camp for that, and then working on winning the fight, pulls out and cost me money and all that.
Yeah.
So I was quite pissed off, I was quite down, very down.
Isaac, 24th of September, massive night for you, fighting on a great undercard, and a big step up for you again, mate. Munyai.
Yeah, first and foremost, thanks for Steve and Eddie for getting us back on another Sky show, because it's great to be televised again and putting on there. And thanks for Steve for working hard and getting us on. So cheers, Steve. I know a step up, yeah, obviously. From Marco McCullough was a big step up.
Well, I was going to say, we have to talk about Marco, because I've not really spoke to you since you won the title. And McCullough, massive, mate. He was huge. I couldn't believe how big he was.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking welterweight.
He did, didn't he?
When I got in the ring, actually, I know he was, to be fair, I know when I said about press conference and things like that, with he was a lot closer. I know he was going to be struggling that weight. I could see he was a big lad. But when he got in the ring, I thought it was Ivan Drago or whatever his name was. I looked at him, I thought, well, I've got myself in for it here. But no, it just shows he was big. He's too big for February. Obviously, he proved on the night. The skills what he had, skill per bills.
Oh, I don't think you could lay the glove on you, did you?
No, and to be honest, I didn't. I always, everybody knows and knows me. I know I love a fight, and that's what I do. Everyone knows I'll stand and fight with anybody for 12 rounds and give the fans.
You used your head, didn't you, mate?
But for once, and I've got to say credit to Dave and Jimmy and Bob and Sean and them who's put me through the training, got me listening more. And I showed them that night when I start listening, do what I want to do, boxing. I can make hard fights into very, very, very easy fights.
We did.
And it showed on that night because Marco was a very, obviously, they ranked the Mayan Island, they all ranked, everyone thought I was going to get in there and get beat and get stopped, but I proved them all wrong and I'm going to prove them wrong next week again.
Well, I mean, Munyai, I know he's getting a little bit old, but the guy's still had his last 3 fights have all been stoppages. And they say the last thing you lose is your punching power. And this kid, he can bang somewhere. He's had more knockouts than you've had fights, mate.
Yeah, well, out of his 30, he had 31 fights, won 27, knocked out 21 or so it speaks for itself. And as he said, you don't lose your punching power. No. And they reckon he's getting old, but 31, look at his last, he don't go, but obviously I'm not going to go by 4 or 5 years ago, you go his last 4 or 5 fights. Yeah. And everyone, his last 3 stopped, and if you look when they stopped him, they've all been 9, 10, 11, later round. So it shows he's still got his fitness and stamina and punch power in the late round, so it's one where I've got to be on guard for. Focus. A good focus eyes alone the night will beat him easily.
Well, I mean, you train hard, mate. You come down here, you move all the way down from Morecambe, don't you? You spend the whole week down here, and you train your socks off, mate. And I've been really impressed with you, because when I first met you, 18 months ago, 2 months ago, nearly 2 years ago I think it was. Yeah. And you were training down with Jamie Moore, and I weren't too sure whether you'd make that transition, and you proved it to me and to a lot of people by the fact that what you do, you come down here and you're training in one of the best camps out. You've got Josh Warrington down here, Matt Hughes down here. You've got some real talented lads here.
Great sparring, I couldn't get no better sparring from it. And that's another thing what a lot of people don't realise. People think I'm training that, but people don't understand. I put sacrifice work, I've sacrificed everything, it's basically life. I live 130 miles away from family, I don't barely get to see them anymore. Do you know what I mean?
You're close to your family, aren't you?
Very close, do you know what I mean? Very close to my mum and dad. I've got a new baby niece now, obviously.
I know you love I've seen the picture with you.
Yeah, I love going back and spending the weekends, but as I come away, I've been in camp now for 10 weeks, and before that I was for Tyson Fury's in for 10 weeks, so I've done 20 weeks of camps. And I've probably been home about 4 or 5 times, so. I
know when that last fight fell through, you was gutted, weren't you, mate? You was thinking like packing it all in, weren't you?
Well, 99.9% I did pack it, and I went back, and as I said, I didn't have no sponsorship. I spent a lot of money, obviously living down here and paying rent and just living alone, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It cost me a lot, and that obviously not getting no refund, you don't get no back if a fight falls through, do you know what I mean? No. So I was very down, and I was thinking about, I did actually quit, I did pack it in, I did tell Stephen no one, I had a word that I did actually pack it in, and I went back home, and then I was going to just go, but I was just happy to be home with my family and that, and then my mum and dad talked to me, and everyone, family and that got around, these got back on my case, and I don't think you only get one chance in life, do you know what I mean?
Well, I said to you, you'd be gutted, mate, because you're far too good for that, and you've only just started this journey, and you're already the Commonwealth champion. I think there's there's a lot more levels for you to go, mate. And I think you do as well.
Yeah, a lot more. That was another thing what people said to me. 22 years old, 13 fights and Commonwealth, English and Commonwealth champion. It doesn't. You must have some kind of gift there. So I got kicked up the book side and kicked back out of house and kicked back to camp. So, but I'm back in a very good place. Very, very happy. Yeah, I'm feeling good for boxing again. Feeling fit, very fit, on weight. And you know what? I can't wait for next week because it's like the Yellow Brick Road. What's never going to end. I've been training for 2 fights and I just want to get in there and let some anger go on someone's face.
Well, I mean, this kid, he's hoping to have a purple patch at the end of his career because he moved over back from South Africa and he now trains in Preston, doesn't he?
He's back in South Africa.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah,
he was with Johnny Royce, or
yeah, he was. I thought that, but no, he's back in South Africa now.
Because his last 3 fights have been in England.
That's correct. Yeah, I thought he was in Preston. That's why I was speaking to Stephen the other day. There's a noise in there. Back in South Africa, we should be coming over, but I'd imagine he'd be over this week. So
because that last kid he beat, that Oscar Chalk, I think his name was.
That's why he stopped him in the 10th round.
Yeah, and he's I think 51 fights, and he'd only been stopped once prior to that. That was a TKO about 14 years ago. So for instance,
shows he's still got the power. Listen. The fight with Scott Quick, you can't go by because he took a 2 weeks notice and he was dreading the bounty, and you could see there was no winner, man. But apart from that, he's been in with it. He's had the experience of fighting for a world title. He's been European title. He's been Commonwealth champ. He's been our things what I dreamed to be doing. You know what I mean? He's beaten the likes of Martin Power. He's been knocked out Lee Askins, who's the IBF champion now. Do you know what I mean? It speaks for itself. It's not a walk in the park. But as I said, these are the fights what I want on big shows. And to be the best, you've got to beat the best. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I think myself, if I get through this and make a very good display, which I'm confident I will do, I think that just puts me on the ranking of like, you're not English class, you're not British class, you're over there now, you know what I mean? You're, obviously the British come along and it was a fight where I had to take, I'll take it, but I'm looking for a different route. I want to go and I want that
European and
I want the European, So I think if I get past this level there, as I said, I make a good statement on this one, I think that puts me in good stead for good exciting fights, because that's the fights I want. I mean, the fans want to see, the fans pay the tickets, remember? They pay me
well, listen, mate, you know, people forget, as well as tough as you are, which you proved with Ryan Dahl, how tough you were there. But you know, you made that fight hard for yourself, and then when you got in with Michael McCulloch, who was a giant, you know, and you just,
I think that
was just a fantastic boxing display by you, mate.
I think that a lot of people who've seen the Ryan Dahl fight expected me to, obviously when I fought Marco.
Because you do like a tear-up, don't you?
Listen, back to a boxer, aren't we? We all love a punch in the face, do you know what I mean? But I think everyone expected me just to be the same old Isaac Lowe, getting and have a tear up. But listen, there's different sides to me, and that's not even a patch what I've been working on different things in the gym here now. When you sit and fight now, you won't even think about it, to be honest. I've got things I didn't know I had.
Listen, the way this stable where you're in is changing. I mean, the performance by Josh last time out against Patrick Ireland was just phenomenal. Well, that was punch perfect, mate.
Unbelievable, and credit to Josh, do you know what I mean, for that. And now obviously he's got his step for his world title now. But I said the good thing with this gym, and with all of us when Sean comes out and Josh, we all push each other. We're all one team here, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all spar with each other. We all push each other when we're down. When someone's out, when someone's fighting. If one's out of camp, we'll come back in the camp and help.
I know you do.
We all work for each other, and we're all one stable. So whoever does win, and as I say, you win together, you lose together. We all feel it, and we're all one big close bunch in this gym, and that's what I like up here, because as I say, you get loved and looked after, and that's what boxing's about sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you need that arm around your shoulder, don't you? Just
of course you do.
It's a tough sport, isn't it? And I know you're the only guy who's in that ring at the time, but it's nice to go back to that corner and, you know, have good advice that you're being given.
There's one thing for sure, if I had put my house, everything I've got on it, I'd always trust Dave and Jimmy in the corner, and whatever they say to me, if they say throw a left jab or we're pulling you out or whatever reason, well, they had the final say.
Well, you've been here a while now, so you must have that body must be getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
As I said before, we're a very close clique. We all get on, we all have a bit of banter, but when fight games on serious, that's it. It's, you know what I mean, we're all focused on the job. And as I said, we're all clicking together now. We've had three fights together. First one was with Ryan. And the first one was with Jamie.
Yeah, James Spade.
Well, I was only down here like for like 3 weeks for that, so I was half really with Bob, and then Ryan and Marco, do you know what I mean? So this is our third fight together, and I said, you see the difference from the time from Ryan to Marco. I was a different boxer, a different fella altogether. Listening, one getting the wax out the lugs, and I think I'll be even better again in this one.
Yeah, oh, definitely, mate. I really do. You know, you like Josh. You put a little smile on my face because you do cheeky little things in there. You've got great skills in there, and you're both really, really tough lads. And I think you can't have the skill without the toughness. And if you do, you're going to fail.
Listen, as I said, you can't go in deep water and not swim. Do you know what I mean? At times in a fight, I'm going to be in with someone who's a lot better boxer than me, and I'm going to have to put the pressure on him and grind him down.
Yeah.
Or there's sometimes a fight I'm going to get hurt and I'm going to have to stand there and have a fight. You know what I mean? It's boxing. It's not as all simple as that. But it's good to know you tick the boxes. If we've got to stand there and have a fight, well, let's go and do it. If we have to box, we have to box. As I said, it's good to have them in your locker.
So this last hard week, what are you doing today then, mate?
I've just done a little 3-mile run to warm up there, just nice and clean. I've got 12 rounds sparring tonight. But,
and who are they going to be moving around with then? Who's
Gary Sykes is coming up. I don't know if Josh
Sykes is coming up because he's getting ready for a fight on the 15th of October against Sean Dodd.
That's right, Sykes is coming up. We've got Lowe race mode. I think Josh is coming up.
Right.
And I think that's just for tonight. We're going to do 10 or 12 because it is very warm outside, so we don't want to take too much out. And then obviously we've got 2 more spars this week. We've got another lad coming down from Portsmouth. So we're racking it up this week, you know what I mean? And I said last final week now, so but 11 days to go to fight night. You just want to get in there now. You know what I mean? You're concentrating on your weight. You're just finishing your last
This has been your longest camp ever then, hasn't it?
Honestly, I've had like 20 weeks of training.
You know, your mate feels Tyson, doesn't he?
Yeah,
all those pull-outs that he had.
Unbelievable. Honestly, it's the worst thing in the world. I was laying down the floor. I said, 11 days. Just come on.
Well, forget about that then. Now it's been announced. It's back on. Is it the 29th of October?
Yeah.
What do you predict?
I think Tyson will clear win.
Is he in a good place again? We don't know. And we know he was in a good place the last time we saw him.
Listen, he's on weight now, basically. He's like maybe half stone over his fighting weight, you know what I mean, which is basically nothing. He's fit, he's been sparring 10, 12 rounds already, so listen, he's in good shape, he's ready to go, do you know what I mean? He's looking forward to it.
Because I think, you know, a fit Tyson Fury and a mentally fit Tyson Fury is a scary guy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Listen,
he does things like not many heavyweights can do.
He's 6'9" and he fights like a featherweight, you know what I mean? He moves his feet, you know what I mean? He's up and down. He doesn't know what he's doing himself half of the time. And well, that's what makes him exciting, she says. But as I said, do they learn old dogs new tricks? Can Klitschko? We all know what Klitschko's got to do. It's not a secret. He's got to come forward and take the fight to Tyson.
Well, he didn't do anything last time, did he? I watched it. See, I thought the commentary was a little bit biased, and they made out like it was a close fight at the end of it. And it was so one-sided.
It may have been close because I said it was in Germany. That's the only way it could have made it.
Yeah,
close. But apart from boxing wise, he never went around. He never threw enough. Just simple lads. There was no ifs and buts. He never threw nothing, and he's got to do that this game, this time around. If he doesn't do it, it's an easy night's work. But when he does throw, as I said, he's got to commit himself forward, which everyone knows. You come forward, you leave yourself open at times. So it generally makes an exciting fight for all us fans watching because we expected fireworks the first time, it never really happened, and there's got to be fireworks this time because there's no ifs and buts.
And on your night, when you fight, again, another fantastic fight with Anthony Crolla and George Linares.
Oh yeah, that is a fantastic. I generally can't wait to watch that, to be honest with you. And Crolla's absolutely, he's fighter of the year, do you know what I mean? He's done absolutely brilliant, to be fair. The things his last 2 fights, his last 3 fights, to be fair, when he got his draw and then he got his thing and then he took the other, you know what I mean? But he's coming on leaps and bounds on his conference, as I said, but he's sky high and he'd be buzzing for this fight. And me and Crolla works as a team. The last 3 fights we've been on, we usually win together. So let's keep our run continuing.
Oh yeah, because you've been on all his undercards just recently.
Yeah, all of his undercards really, and thanks for Crolla and Eddie and them for getting us on. But I said we're working good as a team there because we keep winning. So let's keep the roll going. But he's in a tough fight, but I generally do think he'll get to him.
Yeah,
I think later on, like he done, I think he's Sky Conference. I think he'll take all what he's got and then he'll ride him at the end.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to argue with that one. Isaac, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate, and I think it's going to be a pleasure because I'm going to watch this spar now, mate.
Yeah, so, once we get knocked off.
I will be chatting to you on the 24th with your belt around your waist.
And still.
And still.
We usually say I'm the noob, but now it's and still.
And still, which is even better.
Even better.
Isaac, take care, mate.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
See you now.